You've got a few minutes left, or a few hours left maybe. Like really a few minutes, I think, at this point. So get your pictures in. It's at BeTerrific TV on Twitter. Follow us, then tweet the images. We'll pick the best image later. We'll announce it on air. You'll get a huge blow up from Adorama Pics on metal, and then we'll send that to you, and we'll put a copy of that, the same form factor, in our office in the BeTerrific studio in perpetuity. So send that away now. This is your live continuing coverage of Engadget Expand. I'm Michael Arces. Thanks so much for joining us. We're in New York City, and we're on BeTerrific. We're presented by Adorama Pics. You have to be Adorama Picsing your photos all the time. It's the best way to archive. It's beautiful, it's stunning, and we've got a coupon code for you, AdoramaPics.com, and you'll save 35% with this coupon code. All right, I'm really excited about these guys because we got something like really important to talk about, and we're going to do that now. How's that sound? I got Tyler and Nick from Geek Squad Academy. And this was founded to get young people, specifically girls, but young people involved in tech community at an early age. Is that correct?
That is partially correct. The digital divide, the other half of kids who don't have access to technology, we bring it to nonprofits who sign up, and we bring this technology to them and try to spark an interest, try to create a passion for them, maybe a future career goal.
Very nice. Now, Geek Squad is, part of Best Buy. I go to Best Buy, I buy something, and I need to know how to install it or upgrade it or fix it or repair it. I go, hey, what's up, geeks? The geeks at geekbeat.tv, the geeks at Planet 5D, all of our geeks watching, they all know about this. And, we're syndicating to geekbeat.tv and Planet 5D and all over, and also we're on BeTerrific. But everybody knows about the Geek Squad, but not many people know about Geek Squad Academy. It's phenomenal. I love the charitable aspect, especially giving back to less fortunate children who aren't in an area where they have access to technology.
That's correct.
Yeah. How was it started?
It was started by a female employee who was one of 3 in the whole company of Geek Squad in 2004, and she thought it was
in 2004, at Geek Squad, there were only 3 women employees.
Yes, that's correct.
Wow.
And she decided to start a program, which turned out to be Geek Squad Academy. She started getting girls involved. It was supposed to be for girls only. It turned out to something even bigger, where girls and boys, ages 10 to 18.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Was she a very high-level employee?
No, she wasn't.
And that's what I love, and I knew that. That's why I set you up for that. Because here's the key. What we love to do at BeTerrific, we're very positive. We like to inspire people. We like to encourage entrepreneurism. We just had these guys on with that amazing tech. You kind of saw it, right? Push. I'm sure that'll be in Best Buy soon. It was unbelievable, great for all sorts of sports. But I love to explain to people that wherever you are, whatever level you're at, you strive to get further ahead in life, but you might not be there today, but you can still make a difference. And so that's phenomenal. That's a great story, and that's very inspirational. So I like that. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, I mean, once you follow your passions, you'll never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
Yep.
I like that. So how long have you been at Geek Squad?
I have been with Geek Squad for about a year.
Okay.
But I've been fixing computers since
you
maybe
were
I was
2.
9 years old, almost.
What's the hardest project you've ever worked on?
It would probably be a whole server system, a whole networking server system. Basically a home cloud that I built myself for my own house. That was probably the most difficult at the time.
Yeah.
But you eventually learn the basics and use logistics to kind of know what you're doing later on.
How about you, Nick?
I've been with Best Buy for 8 years.
Wow.
It's my first job, so I've actually moved up. Very passionate, like Tyler said, that you enjoy what you do. Doesn't feel like your work. Hardest project I've ever worked on is my own.
I love that. I didn't even have to ask him the follow-up question. He's just like, the hardest project I've ever worked on is...
you know how you always have a project you're working on, you never really finish it because it's always expanding. And with technology, you always find something new to work on. With the Geek Squad, learning the home theater aspect when I became an in-home agent, so I started incorporating that. So I have my computer hooked up to my TV, wireless keyboard and mouse, but it's always expanding to something new, controlling the lights from your phone and, just building my house to work the way that I want it to.
What do you use to do that? Or, obviously, people know about Questron, Lutron, and, there are a couple other companies, even Control 4, but those are really, really high-end. Those are reserved for people who are willing to spend tens of thousands of dollars. But now a lot of this stuff you're able to do yourself. You're able to do on a budget. You're talking about being able to, Nest and, all these other options or home automation are like, a couple $100. So what are some of the things you're working on with those?
Well, specifically, I've been doing a little research with Control 4. I know it's on the high end, but with my partner, when I was working with the home theater side as a helper, he actually does them. So I was seeing how I can incorporate it and find, the lower cost outcomes.
Control 4 is the good thing about that system. It's one of the lower cost of the high-end systems, but also you can add things like with Questron, everything that you add has to go through a Questron device. So if you want to use your iPhone or iPad with the Questron all of a sudden, now you have to put in another Questron module to be able to do that and talk to your system. If you want to add, you can't really add things that aren't Questron compatible or aren't Questron without adding modules on each one of them. Whereas Control 4, has a lot more flexibility as well.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the nitty-gritty of it really, so I'm just starting the home theater side besides the television. So receiver, AirPlay, those kind of things that most people are familiar with. But I want to start moving in the aspect, like you said, the full control. So I've been looking at Nest with the control of the thermometer, things when I'm not home.
Yeah.
And just, overall to make life a lot more comfortable for myself.
Well, I love Nest. I want to get one in the worst way for my son's room. He's 17 months. I'm always worried it's too hot, too cold, blah, 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 blah. It's always too hot, too cold. So I want to get it for him. And I have to do that. I have no idea how I'm going to install it because I don't touch wiring. But I'll get somebody to do that. Maybe it's the Geek Squad.
Maybe it's the Geek Squad.
And you guys do come to the house. I like that. All right. Tell me about Geek Squad Academy. How can I get a kid enrolled in Geek Squad Academy? How can I get a school district that doesn't know about it involved? And how can I get a school district that maybe underprivileged involved in getting the tech needs that they need for their students?
Well, for one example, the Boys and Girls Club of Jersey City, they're a nonprofit organization which applied for a grant and applied to academy.geeksquad.com, and that got the ball rolling where they started talking to the right people, and that's eventually how it starts, where we actually installed a Best Buy Teen Tech Center in there recently.
Wow.
We have 8 in the country, so these are the after-school programs that are incorporated into schools. So, kids don't have to go home right away after school.
Then they can make their own after-school movies that might be better than the ones we watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. And I like that. And then what about the tech that excites you the most? Is it wearables? What is it? What's the tech that excites you the most?
I would say everything. I mean, everything's
The
always
most.
going on.
I need one kind of, come on, I'm giving you a category. I'm not even saying give me your favorite item. Give me a category.
I would say military.
Military
hardware, yeah.
Okay, very nice. A lot of it trickles down from military. How about you?
I like mobile.
Me too.
The watches. I don't personally have one, but I do.
You got to change that. Me too.
Yeah,
I want the iWatch.
Yes.
Can you hook that up?
No. But I like the idea that you don't have to always look at your phone, because you're always looking at your phone, but you take a glance and it won't be so interrupted from a social aspect of grabbing your phone, taking a look at it. You're just glancing at a watch, which is a little more, socially
Discreet.
acceptable.
And socially, and it allows you to keep connected with the people, and that's why I loved Ringly so much. They were on earlier. It's a ring that vibrates and tells you different things, so that we could go to dinner. I could put my phone in my pocket, turn the thing off completely, all the notifications off completely as far as vibrate or ring, and then let's say the babysitter needs to call and tell me that something's wrong. I can have it ring for that phone number. I could have it vibrate on the ring and then light up a certain color, and I go, oh, okay, and it looks nice and it's discreet, and then I know, but I don't have to look at every single email, and I think that's really important and really key, because then we can get back into actually having human interaction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it spurs creativity, it spurs fun. So I'm excited about that kind of tech. I love the wearables. Specifically also for that reason, especially with the watches, you can be like, oh, okay, I can deal with that later. So I love that. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. You guys have a lot of fun at the Geek Squad?
So much fun. It's the best job
Really?
that I've ever had. Yep, and I've ever seen.
That's amazing.
We have a huge culture. All the agents are basically a family. It's a huge
awesome.
community. We look out for each other. We try to get into anything we can. It's we have so many projects, so many, much more to come.
Very cool.
Can't
guys.
wait.
I mean, it's one of our mottos: have fun while being the best. And like what we're doing here is, it's agents and people of Best Buy that are coming out. Instead of out of work specifically to come to these type of events. Now, this was the first year I was part of Geek Squad Academy, but I attended three specific Geek Squad Academy camps.
Very nice.
One in Harlem and then 2 in New Jersey, Jersey City, help open the tech center.
Excellent.
So
Excellent. Well, thank you guys for giving back and taking your time to make sure that kids get the experience that they need. It's really, really important.
It's the most important. The kids are our future.
Yeah. Isn't that a line in a song?
I think so. I'm not sure which one.
I believe the children. I'm not going to sing. Our future. Teach them well and let them guide the way.
I'm not
you
sure.
You guys are way too young for that.
Way
Is that
too
Whitney
young.
Houston? Can somebody tell me? It is Whitney Houston. Justin said it. Thank you. He had to sing it at a 6th grade graduation.
Wow.
That is Whitney Houston. What are you, like, 23?
26.
26?
25.
25. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Geek Squad Academy. Check them out. We'll be back with a whole lot more from Engadget Expand in just a little while. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back. It's BeTerrific's Engadget Expand live continuing coverage presented by Adorama Picks. Adorama Picks your photos. Print them out today. We'll be back right after this. AdoramaPicks.com.